Hello Zainey friends, it's Marshall again on the same camera day, and I wanted to bring you something for the upcoming Thanksgiving season. You've got a lot of cooking to do, and we want to make sure that you can do it quickly and efficiently and organize your entire family's cooking in one page. Are you ready? Let's do it. UberWorks Technic, Staedtler Tribus Fine Liners. We've got what we need, let's go. I've already gone ahead and marked out little spots where I'm going to be changing direction, adding in new lines. There's going to be two main areas to this layout. The first one here is going to be listing off the different recipes that you're going to do and what ingredients that you're going to get out of them. So there's enough room for quite a few different recipes. And the second section down here is not only going to track which ones you have, but what states they are currently in. And that's also going to help you because you need to know what temperatures to do what cooking at and stuff like that. So that will help you to organize when you do what. Let's make out some lines and we'll be back. We now have everything blocked out and drawn up. What you might notice is that the available recipes up here is a whole lot fewer than the number of lines here, which is where we're going to keep the number of items available to eat and otherwise consume. That's because you really shouldn't do everything by yourself if you can avoid it, and if you've got company over, this is also going to help track who's going to bring what over and whether they did or not. This is also going to keep track of those things that are completely store-bought, because you're not going to be making your own sparkling cider or other things like that. So let's go in and have a few sample recipes going on here. You like being creative? I like being creative. So let's draw in, rather than write in, what the recipes are actually going to be. There's some illustration for you. We have the turkey, stuffing, green bean casserole, creamed corn, cranberry relish, and pie of some sort. Don't know which kind we're going to do yet, but we're going to do that pie thing. So then we have the area for ingredients. Now, in the event that you are Mr. or Mrs. Does It All in the house, you could go ahead and break this up along the lines that I didn't break it up into, cut each area in half, and have a whole bunch more dishes. But that's also going to reduce the amount of space that you have for the ingredients. Fortunately, with turkey, as far as I remember, the only ingredient that you have is turkey. Yeah. So then you would go in and write out whatever your ingredients are here. I don't actually know them off the top of my head, and I could probably look it up, but I just don't have time for that right now. We'll be getting into that as we get closer to Thanksgiving itself, but you get the idea. Here we're going to be marking out what dish is what, and then what stages it's going to be going through. Stick with me. Have the area laid out here. We have each of the different recipes that we're going to be working with up here. We've actually started with those because we're going to be needing to spend a lot more of our time keeping track of that. Then we also have some things that we are just going to be straight up buying, such as the sparkling cider, chips, soda, and beer. Why do I have chip, soda, and beer in there? Well, in the event that you do have a party going on, you want to make sure that you have some snacks for those people that get really, really hungry, haven't eaten anything all day, and they just are chillaxing while everyone else is doing the work, and they know who they are and they should feel ashamed. But you have to be ready for them just in case. So we're going to make sure we have the chips, soda, and beer also working for the game. Now, Since you might be having a party, we can also add in a few other tasks, such as invitations sent, dishes ready in case you have to get paper plates and cups, or if you just have to wash the dishes beforehand. Then we have the house clean. You can have all of your little midgets and munchkins go and do that for you. Then you have getting the table set. Once you have all of those done, you are ready to begin your party. The first section that we have for each one of those is who. That is keeping track of who is in charge of that thing. If you're having a party and people are bringing particular things, you can have their name right there. So Martha is going to be bringing our turkey. I don't actually know a Martha, but we're just going to use that for a case. And then we're going to mark off what we know that she's done, or what we can assume she's done, or what we don't even have to worry about her doing. So I know that she's going to go ahead and do it. So we've marked off the next few sections, which are a little page, and that's for having a recipe. That way we know what we need to get. So we always want to get the recipe before we do anything else. Then we have the shopping bag for getting all of our ingredients. That's going to be all the stuff that you can do ahead of time. Then we have two other big sections here, and that is the prep and the cooking. And we not only have whether or not it was done, but we have who is supposed to do it. And really you should be flip-flopping which one, so you can just use it as a check mark. Then we have the cooking section, keeping track of who is in charge of cooking it, what temperature it needs to be cooked at, and how long. And that's going to help you plot out when you need to put what in the oven at what time, and it's also going to help you in just getting everything else put together. So we know that we are going to be having a recipe for the stuffing. We don't yet have the ingredients for it, but let's see what else we can do. Oh, well, I don't actually plan to have too many people over, so we're just going to say that the invitations have been sent, and we can cross off everything else in that line. There we go. And so that's ready. We also have this section for notes, such as any refrigeration that needs to be done, how people thought about a recipe, things like that. So this is just a spare area. And since we can't go without having a little bit of doodle space right in the middle here, we're going to go ahead and write a title, and that's going to finish off our design. And there's our little title, Thanksgiving, and that is one very worried turkey. I hope you enjoy what you've seen. If you like this, you might like some other stuff, and we've got that in a little space here for a playlist. Stay tuned, because I also plan on doing something for Black Friday. I hope you like that too. So until next time, stay zany.